Hi, I'm Wanda with Jimmy Branch Homestead, and tonight I'm fixing stuffed bell peppers for dinner. Now usually I would take the tops off the peppers, which I do this time as well, and I'd put them in a tray of water and bake them in the oven for 25 minutes. Well, I had another project going on, so I am late getting started for dinner, so instead what I'm doing is bringing a pot of water to a boil, and then I'm going to throw the bell peppers in, boil them 5 minutes, and it will be much faster that way. I do have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. Okay, so my water has come to a boil. I'm just going to throw my bell peppers in the water to boil for like 5 minutes. So I have cleaned out the insides, topped off the tops. Don't throw those away, we're going to use them. And this just helps them to, otherwise the peppers sometimes don't get done by the time your dinner should be ready. Okay, the recipe I usually use calls for 6 bell peppers. I only had 5, so we're going to make do. Okay, while my peppers are cooking, I put 2 cups of water in a small saucepan, and I'm going to bring that to a boil and cook my rice. Now, a lot of recipes, when you're cooking stuffed peppers, call for the rice to be uncooked, and you mix it in with the meat. I don't really like to do it that way. It seems like too often the rice doesn't get done when the peppers are done baking. So I'm going to pre-cook the rice. And as soon as that comes to a boil, I'll dump it in and cook it till it's done. And then we'll get started with the filling mixture as soon as my bell peppers are cooked here. Okay, so my bell peppers have been boiling about 5 minutes. So I'm going to prepare the pan for them. And to do that, I'm just going to spray it with Pam so that when the stuff bakes and you have the cheese and all that stuff, it doesn't stick to the pan. Makes it a lot easier to wash. Okay. That ran down the handle. Okay. I'm just going to get them in the dish for right now. Okay, that one does not pay for that. Do it that way so it doesn't burn me. I've never had that happen before. Okay, my rice is still cooking back here. I'm browning the burger. And a 1/3 cup of onions. But my husband's not much on onions, so I just put a couple tablespoons in. And I'm just going to cook this mixture until the burger is brown. And I am using a pound of venison because we are both hunters, but you can use any kind of burger that you would like. And remember those chops to the peppers I told you to keep? You'll want to get those chopped up now. I've already chopped mine up. And we will be adding it to the mixture here. But I want to get my burger mostly cooked first. have this wonderful tool, if I can find it. Here it is. It's for chopping meat while you cook it, and it works so great. That way I can get the burger chopped up into little pieces instead of big chunks. I'll put a link to this to my Amazon store. We do get a small commission from Amazon if you use our link to purchase products on Amazon, and it doesn't cost you any more. Okay, my rice is pretty well cooked now, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to my hamburger mixture. My hamburger is all cooked. I'm going to turn the burner off for just a minute. And then if you're using canned tomatoes, it calls for a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes and drain those. I'm just using my home canned tomatoes, so I've drained those. And I also love this little opener for jars because it keeps from denting the lids. And so when I'm putting freeze-dried items in jars, I can use that lid for freeze drying over and over again. And to that I'm also going to add a can of tomato soup. I'm out of homemade tomato soup right now, so I'm using canned. And 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. The diced peppers from the tops and the bottoms. By the way, I forgot to tell you, if your peppers don't sit down even and they want to keep falling over, you might have to cut parts of the bottom off to even them up. I usually do. Okay, we are going to mix this up. I'm going to add a second can of tomato soup to this because it's not very juicy. Looks yummy. Okay, I'm going to turn back on the rice mixture to medium to finish warming it through because I just added a lot of cold ingredients. I'm going to salt and pepper. That's just to your taste. And I'm going to simmer this for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, now that my mixture's been simmering for a few minutes, I don't want it to get too dry, but I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of shredded cheese. So I'm going to turn the burner off so it don't stick or burn. And then mix this up. Yum. We cook this a lot in the summertime when we have fresh peppers, but we haven't had it in a while and I just got hungry for it. Okay, so now I'm just going to spoon the mixture into the peppers, and it won't all fit, it never does. And then the last pepper I laid out and I'm going to spoon it on top. Remember I had 5, so I cut it in half. Fill them up there. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, it was 350 degree oven, not 400. So I want to make sure I didn't forget to tell you. Okay, so now I'm just going to sprinkle a little more cheese over it. I'm going to pop it in the oven for 25 to 35 minutes. Now basically when I boiled the peppers, they pretty much cooked. So I'm not going to leave this in more than 25 minutes. And that really is just to finish cooking the rice and the bell peppers in the meat mixture, just to make sure that those are done. So I'm going to
Don't need it.
Okay, our peppers are done. They're on their side, so that's why they look like that. But we have enough for 2 dinners. Because remember the other one I cut in half and put the remaining mixture on top of it. So I know he likes these, but I still want to have a taste test to show you.
I done cut mine up, as you can see. And it's good, but I need to eat. I'm starving.
I miss the taste. It's been a while since we've had it. So if you enjoy videos like this, please subscribe and hit the like button. Also, if you share your videos on your social media, it's a great way to help us grow our channel. Thank you so much for watching Jimmy Branch Homestead.